What is going on with the National Association of Realtors? Today, this is Alan.
And Betsy.
And we are excited. Party time. This time last year, we were talking, actually at the end of last year, we were talking about why we were choosing to leave organized real estate, why we were coming out of the National Association of Realtors and the state and local association. And I gave a laundry list of items, and that kind of went all over the country. It was pretty cool. A couple of people picked it up on some national podcasts. We got a lot of questions about it. One of the main reasons, and in fact, the main reason for me personally, was they had put in place a code of ethics procedure 10-5, and it basically, in my opinion, took away your constitutional rights. They were basically saying, if I want to join your association, I have to give up my constitutional rights, because 10-5 designed to protect fair housing, which I 100% agree with. Nobody can discriminate based on race, sex, national origin, familial status, elderliness, military, or gender. However, they went a step further and said, not just in your real estate practice, they added hate speech, and they said that if you say anything that can be determined to be against one of those, even not in your real estate, you can be found in violation. Well, what they did was, in some places across the country, they sanctioned realtors, they fined realtors, and some realtors actually lost their membership. One here in Virginia, who was a preacher at a church, was his job. He was also a licensed realtor. He spoke to his congregation during a sermon that somebody determined was in violation of this code, because he was talking about his religious beliefs and it went against a specific category. And because of that, he was found in violation. I said, look, he has a constitutional right to freedom of speech. And when I saw this, I put a lot of sleepless nights into this. I said, look, I am not a hardcore Republican. I am not a hardcore Democrat. I am a constitutionalist. I swore an oath when I was in the military to defend and protect the Constitution of the United States. And I said, I am having a hard time being a member of this organization because of that. Mm-hmm. Well, last week in Washington, D.C., the National Association of Realtors Board of Directors met. And guess what they did? For fear of lawsuits and the Department of Justice, they took out the hate speech qualification in 10-5, and they removed the whole section about what you can do on your personal time. Basically, they removed the problem that was taking your constitutional rights away. Now, I still have lots of other issues with the National Association of Realtors, but I really want you to understand my main point was, I think I was pretty much proven right and accurate, because they have now made a decision to remove it. They voted unanimously, gone through, and they've changed that 10-5 to remove the hate speech qualification and to remove to where your ability to say and what you think when you're operating outside. Nobody wants discrimination. Nobody wants any party to be discriminated against in housing. Fair housing should be a core part of what we do and believe. However, we're Americans here, and in America, we have a Constitution. And I look at the Constitution as how we should operate and function. That is what makes us great. That's what gives us the ability to sell houses. That's what makes this country a wonderful place to live in. So, just wanted to put that out there. I kind of feel vindicated that they have pretty much stood behind what I was saying all along. So, until next time, Alan
and Betsy.
Coming to you from America. Have a great one.